What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. How long can I remain silent, man? Look into the camera. You guys know what's coming up. You guys are waiting to hear it. Everybody's gonna be fucking talking about the fucking intro in the comment section. Never mind the fucking news. I think the intro's more exciting than what's gonna happen on TLC this weekend. TLC sucks. WWE sucks right now. When everybody's telling me my Monday Night Raw reviews are more entertaining than Monday Night Raw, we have a fucking problem, bro. We have a fucking problem. Someone with 35,000 fucking subscribers on YouTube doing a Monday Night Raw review and rant after the show goes off the air on Monday night. Everybody rather fucking watch me than watch the actual fucking show. Everybody says they love the intro to Off the Script. They wait for it all week. Yeah, it's great. That's great, man. Greatly appreciate it. Fuck the news, man. I should just fucking do the intro and then cut the video. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit about WWE. Why should I be fucking talking about it? Ah, what the fuck do I care? Ambrose is number 95. Part number 1 of the number 1 source. Right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE. This is Off the Script. The number 1 fucking podcast in your subscription boxes right here on YouTube.com, man. TLC weekend, I'm in a good mood. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm in a fucking foul mood. We'll talk about that in a second. WWE TLC, man. Wait till you see this fucking shit card. Jesus Christ. Thank God the fucking calendar year is coming to an end, man. If this is the last show WWE is going to give us as wrestling fans to remind us how fucking terrible 2015 is, Jesus Christ. Skip it. Let's get on to the Royal Rumble, man. Nobody gives a shit. We'll talk about the TLC breakdown, preview, predictions. We'll go over the match card. Should be a decent fucking episode of Off the Script this weekend. And then part 2 and part 3, I got news on Brock Lesnar challenging for the United States Championship. Some odd news article I read last night before I went to sleep. Brock Lesnar challenging for the United States Championship. I don't think that's true at all, bro. But we'll talk about it this weekend. Also, Daniel Bryan saying that we may have very well seen the last of him in WWE. Yeah, sure thing, Bryan. Sure thing. Keep jerking our fucking cocks with the fucking bullshit rumors. You come out and say it once every fucking week. Enough already. Just show up at the Royal Rumble and shut the fuck up. We'll talk about that too. Because everybody's been asking me on Twitter, Jay, did you hear Daniel Bryan is retiring? His career's over. JD, did you see Sean's View report? Daniel Bryan's career's over. Yeah, like fucking Sean's View knows Daniel Bryan in person, bro. Yeah, he went to fucking Phoenix, Arizona or Seattle, Washington, wherever the fuck he's living nowadays. Knocked on his door. Hey, Bryan, what's the scoop, bro? Come on, man. We'll talk about it. We've been talking about it. But it's in the news, so it'll be on Off the Script this week. I'm in some fucking mood this weekend. I'm in some fucking mood, man. So let's get on with it. Let me get to the bullshit first. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. You guys know what to do all over social media. Follow me. If you guys want to hear my rants in real time, just follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Tweet with me during the pay-per-view on Sunday. Should be a good time. Will Big E's gyrating be better than TLC, man? We'll find out. We'll find out on Sunday night on the WWE Network. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. We just hit 35,000 subscribers. Thank you guys very much for all that. The grind continues to the big 50, man. So thank you for all your love and support. ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. Great way to support the show by wearing one of our beautiful t-shirts. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing my band's or my ex-band's t-shirt, Risen. These aren't available for sale, man. These were made fucking lazily and cheaply years ago when we first got the band started. We figured, hey, we're a band. We got some decent songs. Let's get some fucking t-shirts out there. Did they sell? Of course not, because everybody in the New York music scene can suck my fucking dick. It's a waste of time. But that's a different fucking story for a different day. Even though we kicked ass. We were great back in the day, man. My band was fucking awesome. You know, just imagine my brother's band. If you guys are familiar with Legionary. You know, just imagine what he's doing. He took our sound and just amped it up by like fucking 1 million. So, he's doing his thing. He was our drummer, and now he's got Legionary. If you guys don't know who that is, links are in the description below. Go and buy their fucking music. You will not regret it if you're a fan of thrash, death, melodic death metal, all that bullshit, man. You guys know the deal about that. And what else did I mention? Yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees and WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate.com. They ship to the United Kingdom as well as the United States, obviously. WrestleCrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. 10% off if you use my code JDSentMe. That's the regular crate and the ultimate crate, man, which I usually get every single month. It is the best subscription service to get delivered to your front door. WrestleCrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. Use the code JDSentMe. Now, let's talk about TLC, man. WWE TLC tables, ladders, and chairs. This is going to be a waste of time, man. Does anybody really fucking care about TLC? Really? You know, it bothers me as a WWE fan that Vince really thinks he can sell us on a gimmick pay-per-view. Fuck the gimmick pay-per-views, bro. I hate them. They were great when they were first instituted. Oh, look, WWE's adding a TLC pay-per-view, man. The inaugural fucking TLC pay-per-view. Same thing with Hell in a Cell and Money in the Bank. All of these gimmick pay-per-views are fucking played out. They're done and overdone, man. It's like you're leaving a fucking a steak in the on the fucking grill top for way too long, man. It's fucking burnt to a crisp. Nobody wants it, man. It's fucking overdone, outplayed. It's lost its luster. Nobody gives a shit about these gimmick pay-per-views anymore, man. These pay-per-views or these match types are matches that are supposed to end feuds. They're supposed to be a conclusion to whatever dilemma is going on between two individuals. This is obviously not the case, because WWE, I'm sure, out of the 7 matches that we have on this show, I'm sure we'll see 3 of them on Monday Night Raw the following night in rematches from the pay-per-view, because WWE Creative doesn't know how to book shit. TLC needs to go. Hell in a Cell needs to go. Money in the Bank needs to be back on WrestleMania. It's just the way it should be. I talked about this on the Extreme Wrestling Podcast. You know, if you guys don't know what that is, I'll leave you a link down below, man. It's a fucking massive podcast site with a bunch of different guys. Me, JoeCronin, Devious Dave Rose, etc., etc. We're talking about everything professional wrestling, man. All your podcast needs in one. I talk about WWE pay-per-view, how it needs to be altered. TLC needs to go. Hell in a Cell needs to go. Money in the Bank needs to go. It needs to be back on WrestleMania. Fastlane needs to go, man. It's all cheesy. It's all cheesy. WWE owns the rights to WCW. They own everything that is WCW. Why don't you give us a Halloween Havoc in October instead of Hell in a Cell? You know? Let's bring back the tradition of Halloween Havoc. If Vince stopped his fucking ego for 1 second and realized that he's fucking shit up and it's boring and it's fucking the same shit every year, give us something different. You know? WWE pay-per-view sets the look of the pay-per-views. There's nothing different about it, man. It's like I'm watching Monday Night Raw on a Sunday night on the network. Meanwhile, you watch WCW back in the day, or even WWE back in the day. Their pay-per-view sets look great. WCW Halloween Havoc, for example. Scarecrows and pumpkins and vampires and the whole fucking spooky theme around the set, around the entranceway. What happened? Is WWE too cheap? You're not getting enough network subscribers, bro. You can't give us a fucking set that resembles a pay-per-view? Make it look special. Should we be reminded of pay-per-view being like Monday Night Raw every month? Because Monday Night Raw is so great that I want to watch another fucking episode of Monday Night Raw unofficially on Sunday. Same thing with Starrcade. Give me Starrcade instead of TLC. Why? Make these pay-per-views special. Make them special, man. Bring back a King of the Ring. Give me a Bash at the Beach in July. Give me sand. Give me fucking surfboards. Give me palm trees. Something. Show me that you fucking care about your product and presentation. What are we gonna get with TLC? We're gonna get the fucking chairs hanging around ringside. You're gonna fucking put ladders and chairs all over the fucking ringside area, up the ramp. Give me a fucking break, man. Give me a break. How unoriginal and cheesy is that, man? It's shit. It's not the way I do things. But yeah, we're supposed to care about this pay-per-view, right? We're all interested in fucking TLC. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. Wait till you see this fucking card. I don't even know why I'm talking about this right now. It's garbage. None of these feuds have been built up properly. None of them. Maybe one of them. One of them. The Dudleys and the fucking Wyatt family. It's the only thing that's been built up decently. Everything else is just shit. We're going to start off at the bottom of the card and work our way to the top. Ryback versus Rusev. Please, let me go grab my pillow and fall asleep for the remainder of this video. Just reading that one match off to you that it's taking place at the pay-per-view is putting me into a fucking coma. Ryback versus Rusev. Please, someone in the comments section below, tell me why anyone would be interested in seeing this match. Does anybody fucking care? Seriously. I don't understand why this match is taking place. Why these two are feuding? I don't know. I can't give you a straight answer. Ryback thinks he can pull off a top rope body splash. Thinks he can fucking do a backflip off the top rope. Oh yeah, we should now respect Ryback. We should start respecting his in-ring skill. Give me a fucking break, man. Rusev got Lana back. Great. Does that mean we have to see them make out each and every fucking Monday night? And Thursday night on SmackDown? The Bulgarian Brute. Yeah. Quite fitting. Quite fitting for the man who's turned into a big fucking pussy after he lost the United States Championship. The Bulgarian Brute. The Bulgarian Pussy is what they should fucking be calling him. Guy was ruined since he left that John Cena feud. Guy was ruined since he dropped the United States Championship. Nobody fucking cares. And he's dug himself, and WWE Creative has dug the fucking hole for him so fucking deep that Rusev, who was once undefeated and built organically, is now shit. Does anybody care about Rusev? Will anybody care about Rusev ever again? No, because the way WWE's treating him is a mid-carder for life status. This match, I guarantee you, half of the fucking audience is going to be asleep. I'll probably be preparing dinner or going to grab a beverage or fucking working on a video for the channel during this match. So I don't fucking care. You want your review of this match early? Simple. Nobody fucking cares. Ryback versus Rusev. No place on a fucking pay-per-view card. United States Championship match. A chairs match. Yeah, creative there, WWE. You gotta name it after the pay-per-view. We got a ladder match. We got a TLC match. A chairs match? Really? Has anybody ever seen or heard of a chairs match in any other promotion but WWE? Does it really need to be named after the fucking pay-per-view? A chairs match? Being that chairs are legal, right? Logically. Does anybody think of this shit? I think of this shit all day long. Logically, a chairs match where chairs are legal. This would make a kendo stick legal. This would make a fucking sledgehammer legal. A trash can legal. Right? It would make your mother's frying pan that she made me lasagna in legal. Right? It would make your sister's bedroom legal that I was in last night. Right? Everything's fucking legal. Why not just call it a no disqualification match? Why not call it a street fight? A hardcore match? Give it a better title, man. Maybe we'd be more interested in the fucking match. Because when you see United States Championship chairs match, Yeah, that's really driving people to the fucking arena to go watch this shit. Who the fuck am I talking about, man? You can name it, fucking Jack Swagger's wife stripping naked in a match. Nobody's gonna fucking care. Nobody's gonna care, man. It doesn't fucking matter. Alberto Del Rio versus champion Jack Swagger. Do we fucking care? Jack Swagger's lucky he still has a fucking job. Never mind being on TV in a storyline for 3 weeks. Where did he come from? Are we to believe that Jack Swagger deserves a United States Championship match? I don't get it. I just don't get it. John Cena did the right things with the United States Championship. Del Rio having the championship has brought that title right down to the fucking gutter. There's no U.S. Open challenge. How are we supposed to care about the championship, let alone the man holding it, if he's in a fucking match with Jack Swagger, who's been pretty much unofficially unemployed for the last 10 months? I don't understand it. Jack Swagger has a better chance of winning this match than I do with a fucking blowjob by Jennifer Lopez. Seriously, this match is a waste of everybody's fucking time. Del Rio will walk out the United States champion. He will retain the United States Championship. And Jack Swagger will go back to being unemployed, unofficially receiving a paycheck. But Del Rio was no longer associated with Zeb Coulter. WWE did one thing right in the last fucking 6 months. Finally. It was great when he first came out and beat John Cena. After that, WWE ruined it as always. Ruined it as always. Now Del Rio is part of the League of Nations. I don't know what's worse. Being associated with Zeb Coulter and getting no reaction, or being in the League of Nations with a bunch of fucking losers who get no reaction. I don't know. It's a lose-lose situation for Del Rio if you ask me. But he's making $1.4 million on his new WWE contract. So he doesn't give a shit either way. He's going to go out there, work, and receive a fucking paycheck. And then work the independent scene in Mexico whenever the fuck he wants. Who's got it better than Del Rio? 8-man elimination match. Tables match. Probably the one match on the fucking card I'm looking forward to the most. Because I enjoy the Wyatt family. Bray is my boy. Dudley's, Tommy Dreamer, and Rhino versus the Wyatt family. You got Bray, Luke, Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman on the other team. 8-man elimination match. This would be great for Survivor Series. This would have been perfect for Survivor Series. Where was this fucking 3 weeks ago? Where was this 3 weeks ago, Vince? You want Survivor Series to be fucking special and live up to the tradition. Obviously, you still got it in you to fucking book 8-man elimination matches because we've been seeing it for the past fucking 3 weeks. Why is this happening now and not at Survivor Series? I don't know. Did he lose his fucking mind? Does he have Alzheimer's? Is he I don't know. Does he have dementia? 8-man elimination match. Who's gonna win it? Will the Wyatt family actually get a fucking win on pay-per-view? I don't know, man. With the way WWE's booked them lately, I don't fucking know. This should be an easy answer. I think the Wyatt family should beat Rhino and Dreamer and the Dudleys. Dudleys are there. They came in like a fucking house on fire. And now they're nothing but a fucking throwaway team, if you ask me. I don't know what the fuck they're there for. Everybody was anticipating them to win the tag team championships because they're the fucking Dudley boys. Right? They're nothing but mid-card trash now. WWE has made me not care about the Dudley boys. And I like the Dudleys. Tommy Dreamer comes in wearing his House of Hardcore t-shirt and merchandise. Polka dots on his fucking pants. Fucking 15 years out of his prime. And he's beating the Wyatt family on Monday Night Raw single-handedly. Wow. Great booking, WWE. Great way to make the Wyatt family look good. And Rhino. Isn't he a heel in WWE NXT? Isn't he a heel? What is he doing on WWE main roster teaming with faces? I don't get it. RVD wasn't available. Couldn't get Spike Dudley. How'd it be Rhino? And then when he comes out on Monday Night Raw like anybody in fucking Missouri or wherever the fuck Monday Night Raw took place, like they know who he is. Guarantee you 90% of that audience didn't know who Rhino was when he came out. But the Wyatt family should get the victory here. Should give you that nostalgia feel of old school ECW. I imagine there's going to be fucking chaos, you know. I don't know, man. We'll see. Wyatt Family should win this match. If they don't, God help me. God help me, man. Bray Wyatt needs a victory over anybody at this point, especially on a pay-per-view. Wyatt Family, I think, will win this match against the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer, and Rhino. Tag Team Championship, triple threat. The New Day versus the Usos versus the Lucha Dragons. In a fucking fantasy world, I'd love to see the Lucha Dragons win the Tag Team Championships, but I doubt that's going to happen. Usos aren't going to win the Tag Team Championships. You want to know why the New Day is going to win the Tag Team Championships? Because there's a fucking news story on the dirt sheets saying that the New Day are one of WWE's biggest merchandise sellers. And if you sell merchandise in the WWE, you're going to get pushed because you're making money. And if you're making money, that means people want to see you. So people want to see the New Day. But WWE's treading a very, very thin line with the New Day. You're overexposing them just a little bit. And it's becoming more and more each and every week, man. You got to scale that shit back. We all love the New Day. They all add a nice comic relief to the WWE. And then when they're in the ring, they're fucking entertaining as fuck. They know what to do. They know how to wrestle. They know what to do inside that ring. They're a cohesive unit that knows what to do, man. The Freebird rule. We all put down the New Day. We thought this shit was going to fail. They came out and they were all just their generic selves, man. Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. There was no character to any of those guys. And then we've seen them develop week by week. And now they're having fun. They're being themselves. If the WWE looks at the New Day and sees them being themselves, I guarantee you everyone is saying the New Day is really what they are on TV in real life. Amped up. This is what you got to do with everybody else in the main roster, man. You got to do it with Reigns. You got to do it with Sheamus. You got to do it with fucking Dean Ambrose, Charlotte. Everybody, man. Take their real life persona, their real life attitude, and just amp it up on TV. Why have these guys go out scripted? Why have these guys go out and fucking read what another writer wrote? Like that writer knows that character, right? Like he plays the fucking character himself. He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know anything about these guys, bro. Nothing. New Day is going to win this match simply because they're the hottest thing in WWE right now. And I don't think WWE has built up any team, period, to the point where they're going to make them threatening to the New Day. New Days look strong. The New Days look strong each and every week, man. And they're getting stronger. They're getting more invested by the fans. Fans want to see them. They're gaining more and more momentum. Seems like that's the only thing WWE's been doing right lately, the New Day. But they haven't developed any teams that are going to be a threat to the New Day. The Usos aren't there. The Lucha Dragons certainly aren't there. A few wins here and there on Monday Night Raw ain't going to do shit. Because nobody's watching Monday Night Raw. And you're trading wins back and forth. Doesn't make any sense. New Day is going to walk out of Boston with the Tag Team Championships. Should be a great match, though. Triple threat ladder match. That and the Dudley match is probably the two matches I'm looking forward to most. But the New Day will win. Divas Championship, Charlotte with Ric Flair in her corner versus Paige. Scott Hall took to Twitter saying that Paige should have her mother, Saraya, in her corner in TLC 2015. Now, I don't know how likely that's going to be, but he's been lobbying it to Triple H on Twitter. Doubt it's going to happen. Scott Hall even said that Charlotte with Ric Flair should be a tag team at WrestleMania versus Charlotte and her mother. I don't know how likely that is. I don't see I don't see WWE Universe or the fans caring about it at all because they don't give a fuck about the angle right now. I don't know what WWE's doing with the angle. I don't know who we should be cheering for. I don't know who should we be booing for. Looks like the roles were reversed on Monday Night Raw. Charlotte was supposed to be the overwhelming babyface that we're supposed to have sympathy for, and Paige was the villainous heel. Now on Monday Night Raw, after the Miz TV segment, Charlotte looks like she's kind of emitting heel-like tactics, and Paige, when she was introduced to the segment, she got cheered. Who the fuck were we supposed to cheer for? This is so overdone and so forced that nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. The Divas Championship, nobody cares. The entire Divas revolution has been a failure. You want a revolution? Watch NXT. Bayley's still there. Nia Jax is coming up. Asuka is there. Emma is there. Dana Brooke is getting better. Eva Marie sucks balls, literally. You know, you got Sasha Banks. Is she on the fucking card? She's from Boston, isn't she? Will WWE add Sasha Banks to the pay-per-view? We'll find out, but I doubt it. She isn't even on the card when it comes to Divas. Awesome. WWE giving their fans what they want. That's what they're giving you. A fucking double bird. Nobody gives a fuck. Divas Championship. Charlotte will retain. Again, if you're watching my reviews, if you're watching WWE, you guys know how I feel about this shit. I talked about it on my Monday Night Raw review. Paige will not win the title. Charlotte will retain. Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. You should call this match a Night at the Movies match at TLC. Because they didn't do anything. Apparently they had a contract signing on SmackDown. If it happened on SmackDown, it probably didn't happen. Who the fuck watches SmackDown? Nobody. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. This match was built up out of nowhere. You know, it was being built up about 4 weeks ago until Seth Rollins went down with an injury. And Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens met in the WWE Championship tournament at Survivor Series. It was being built up for an Intercontinental Championship feud until the WWE Championship became more important. So, Dean Ambrose beat Kevin Owens at Survivor Series, and then after that, they really didn't go back to it. Kevin Owens was sick with the flu. He took a week off. And then WWE only had 1 week to build this match. And how do they do it? How do they have these two interact? Dean Ambrose comes out on his birthday nonetheless. What a shit birthday that must have been. Spending his night on Monday Night Raw. Comes out with fucking buttered popcorn and a soda. WWE Intercontinental title. The most important mid-card title that there ever was. Held by the likes of Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels, Ravishing Rick Rude, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Bret Hart, The Rock, etc., etc. This match is built up with Dean Ambrose throwing popcorn and soda on Kevin Owens. Awesome. I don't know whether WWE is making me hungry for popcorn and thirsty for soda, or I'm interested in this match. Probably the first thing that I mentioned. Because nobody gives a shit about this match either, even though it'll probably end up being the best match on the card. Kevin Owens, I don't know where the real Kevin Owens went. This main roster Kevin Owens, dude, seriously, give me the NXT Kevin Owens back. This guy, I don't know what WWE is doing with him, but they're going in the wrong direction with Kevin Owens. Champion, yes, he's the champion, but I don't know what they're doing with him, man. The match with Dolph Ziggler on Monday Night Raw was just a complete snooze fest. A complete snooze fest. If this was Kevin Owens down at NXT and he went against Samoa Joe or Baron Corbin or any of those guys down there, we would have had our fucking eyes wide open, glued to the TV. Being that he fought Dolph Ziggler for a fucking unprecedented 7th fucking time in the last 6 weeks. How many fucking times do we got to see something like that, man? Seriously. It's either in a tag team match, an 8-man tag, one-on-one. In some way, he's always been with Dolph Ziggler. Who cares? That's not the way you build a feud for the Intercontinental Championship, man. Dean Ambrose all over the fucking map. 1 week, he's fucking WWE Championship material. Next week, he's mid-card material. Next week, they don't use him at all. What the fuck are they doing with him? Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. No story behind it. It's been similar with Dean Ambrose matches and feuds all year, man. It doesn't make any sense. He's just there. Kevin Owens walks out, still the champion. I think it's a mistake if Kevin Owens loses the title, even though everybody would love to see Dean Ambrose with the title. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Kevin Owens needs to walk into WrestleMania as the Intercontinental Champion. You guys know how I feel about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Please, if WWE gives me one thing in 2016, make it be that. Please. That's the one thing that makes sense. And then you can build from there. Kevin Owens walks out the IC title. And finally, the match everybody wants to see after Monday's fucking disgraceful display, Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Do I even talk about this match? I mean, really. Tater tots, fucking testicle jokes, Sheamus. The one thing I'll mention this, and I didn't mention this on my Monday Night Raw review, these guys seem scripted as fuck. Sheamus is a fucking fighter. He's the WWE champion, and he comes out reciting his lines as if he's got the fucking paper in his hand. Dude, be organic. Be yourself. Fuck the script. These WWE guys, man, I mean, you gotta start speaking up. You're being fed bullshit. And this is the result. This is the result. Cheesy tater tot jokes. I bet Vince McMahon was in the back. Ha 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 ha. That was funny. Triple H, you see that? That was hilarious. Meanwhile, people are walking out of fucking arena. People were leaving the arena. People walking out of Monday Night Raw during this interaction between two guys that are going to be in your main event speaks volumes. And I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. This is pathetic. Sheamus, obviously, as WWE Champion, is failing. Roman Reigns, as the babyface chasing Daniel Bryan 2.0 over here, ain't working. But JD's idea of Dean Ambrose being the face and being screwed, having Roman Reigns stab his best friend in the back, yeah, that won't get people invested. That won't get people interested, right? Dean Ambrose could be one chasing Roman Reigns. He gets fucked over. We could see Daniel Bryan. Oh, not Daniel. I wish Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns in a ladder match, tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Championship. Why not? That wouldn't be a good match. Nobody gives a fuck about that match. Boston wouldn't want that. He loses then, and then he goes on to the Royal Rumble, and Triple H and Roman Reigns come to a deal. Bro, rig the Rumble. Have Dean Ambrose in the back, spinning that big wheel and picking out a number. Picking out a number, bro. 30 balls. He opens up the fucking ball. What number does Dean Ambrose get in the Royal Rumble? 1. 1. And they show it before the Rumble even happens. 1. Triple H and Roman Reigns, it's revealed that they rigged the fucking qualifying. The picking of the Royal Rumble balls from every fucking competitor. Dean Ambrose was the only one who chose his fucking number, and every fucking ball was number 1. There was 30 balls in that fucking wheel, and every one of them was number 1. Play it off that. How simple. How simple. How old school is that, man? Seriously. Dean Ambrose would go into the Royal Rumble, win the fucking Rumble against all odds. People fucking realize this guy is number 1. He's a huge baby face. Everybody wants to see him. And he gets number 1. Before you even get to the Rumble match, Dean Ambrose is going to be a fucking house on fire. People are going to want to see him win. Shit, have it come down to fucking Daniel Bryan and Dean Ambrose. And have Dean Ambrose win it. It would be fucking great. Nah, but we got the League of Nations. We got 4 guys in a stable that nobody gives a fuck about. We got Roman Reigns making fucking potato jokes, tater tot jokes on Monday Night Raw. And then you got people walking out of the building. These guys are going to put on a great match. But the one thing you got to keep in mind is this match is dangerous. Sheamus wrestles physical. If Roman Reigns gets hurt, if he gets injured by any means in this match, WWE's fucked. Not really the wisest investment for Daniel Bryan 2.0. Going to be a decent match. Going to have a stipulation that we all really like, even though it's outplayed and overdone. Sheamus as champion is a failure. Roman Reigns as Daniel Bryan 2.0, not working. Not working. I told you it was going to work. Blew up in their face. I told you it was going to blow up in your face. Nobody listens to me, though. What the fuck do I know? And that's your updated TLC card for Sunday. There may be more added. There's only 7 matches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. Will they add an 8th? Maybe. I don't know. Sasha Banks? Hopefully. We'll see. But I'll be back here on Sunday night after the pay-per-view goes off the air for the review. Make sure you tune into that. Make sure you subscribe so you are in sync with what's going on with the channel, man. I'll be back tomorrow, as always, with part 2. I got news on Brock Lesnar. I got news on Daniel Bryan. And a few other things, man. Also news on Sting needing neck surgery after his run-in with Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. I got news on that. Updated news on Sting. So make sure you tune in all weekend right here for Off the Script. I'll have you covered everywhere when it comes to TLC and WWE news and rumors. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'll be back on Saturday for part 2. Until then, have a great Friday, guys, and I'll see you back here for part 2 of Off the Script. I'll talk to you all later.